everyone, Daisy here again with another 12 Days of Trends, a series that I'm doing with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. We are on day 6, right? Yes, which is the second day of the present trends, and we are doing smooshing because that has been a trend for a while and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so we figured we would do our best with it. So I'm starting with some watered down gray acrylic paint and a piece of plastic here. This is just leftover packaging, and I'm just smooshing it. That's all I'm doing, smooshing it down. I didn't want it to be super pigmented, just, you know, to show a little bit there in the background. And, you know, with most mixed media, a lot of this is going to be covered up, so it doesn't really matter. I just like to make sure that I don't have like the square outline of the packaging I'm using, because I feel like I want it to be a little bit more organic, so I just try to make sure that I smush it a little bit if it looks like it's getting that way. Now on top of the gray acrylic ink, I'm adding this Distress Oxide Spray in Shaded Lilac. I got this in the June Paper Issues kit, and yeah, I love this oxide spray and I'm definitely going to have to get more. So I'm just using my rag there to kind of dab up kind of the bigger puddles. I did prep my paper with some clear gesso, and I use the Art Basics, which is by Prima clear gesso, and I really like that. I found some in a squeezy bottle, which is amazing. Like it's just life-changing. I'm not even kidding you. Because you just squirt it out right on your page instead of having to dig it out of that. I think it usually comes in like a screw top container. Anyhow, so that is the photo I'm going to be using. It's of my youngest daughter, and then I'm also using pinwheels. And pinwheels are something that I enjoy using on my layouts. And so I did cruise Pinterest to find kind of a mixed media idea, because I don't do a lot of mixed media and sometimes it gives me a little anxiety, so sometimes I like to go on and find color combinations or like ideas of how to do backgrounds on Pinterest, and then I put it into my layout here. So anyhow, that's kind of off topic. But now I'm adding some Dylusions White Mist sprinkles, and then I came back in with that Shaded Lilac and added some sprinkles. And I'm also going to add some black off camera as well, because I kind of went off camera and decided it needed another color. So here I'm going to plan out the rest of my layout though. I really like that photo of my daughter, and it is a 5x7 size. I started printing my photos just on my HP, I think it's like a Photo Smart Printer or something like that, and I have not figured out how to get the sizing right. Like, I sized this picture down to a 4x6 and it's still printed at like a 5x7, so I don't know why it's doing that, but I will have to play around with it a little bit more and get kind of better at doing that. I did pull these stickers out, and these are, I think they were part of the Oasis collection, and they're called Chill. Maybe they're not. I'm not sure exactly. But they're like a rose gold glitter sticker. And so I'm using that title, which is Good Times, and I'm pulling off some of the hearts. And the way this layout is how it's going to go on my paper. But I just figured while I was waiting for that to dry, I would kind of play around and see what I wanted to add here. So the paper I used there, it's actually 2 papers from the Oasis collection by Crepe Paper. And I printed them off because I use digital collections, and so I printed them off back to back. It's like the big pink floral and then the ombre one. And I really like using digital collections this way because you can mix and match them, you can print them out as many times as you want, and yeah, so that's my sales pitch for that, I guess. But anyhow, I used a free cut file from Paper Issues to make the pinwheels. They're super easy to make without a cut file, but with a cut file it really takes the, thinking out of it, so that was perfect. And then I used some spring kind of colored brads that I have in my stash, and I used up quite a few of them, putting them in the centers of the pinwheels. So now I'm adding some sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and these are some of the new releases for July. They're called Summer Morn, and they're a mix of like a peachy tone, a purple, there's some kind of clear pink ones, and then there's also some butterflies. And so I'm using the purple ones, they perfectly match that shaded lilac. And then I am also using a few clear ones, and then I will add 3 of the kind of clear pink butterflies as well. A minute ago I showed you my newfound love, so I found a cordless glue gun. I hate using a glue gun because every time I want to use it I have to climb under my desk and plug it in. So I found this cordless one at Hobby Lobby. I think it was $8. You plug in the glue gun until it's heated up, you use it, and then you put it back on its base, and you can plug it back in if you're going to use it again, or you can leave it unplugged and just have it sitting there. So I love it. It's, I don't know, amazing. I don't know why I didn't buy one before. But yeah, so I'm using it to stick down these bigger butterflies, because usually they would take like three of my mini glue dots to stick them down, but this is just way easier. And I think that's pretty much it. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate having your support through this series. If you haven't already, head on over and check out Christy's take on this. It's gorgeous as usual. I really love Christy's work, so head on over and check hers out. And we'll be back again in a week with our 3rd day of current trends. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye!